157-2020, approved to grant the township manager's signature authority for the Montour Trail South Point Connector grant. That's the grant that we've been working on with the DCNR grant for Cleanup Park.
Discussion?
Sure.
Is there an LSA grant coming up too now?
Yes, there is.
In a week or two?
Hold on, back. That's the next one. That's the next resolution. So do you have a specific question related to the Montour Trail Connector grant?
No.
That's it.
Thank you.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 5-0. I think I forgot a motion. I did. Yeah. I'll make a motion. Does anybody have a second on that? Sorry.
Cindy.
Me. Okay, sorry. Moving on. 158-2020, consider a letter of support to the Cecil Township Municipal Authority and their application for an LSA grant for this Lawrence Sewer Project.
I'll second. Good
There are,
discussion.
sure,
Was there anything else discussed for that application, or?
they, from what I understand, if that make them on there asking for $1 million, is what they're asking for, LSA grant.
Walt was not specific in their amount that they asked. I recommended that they ask for $1 million.
I think that's what he told me at the CHJ, I think. So they're gonna ask for $1 million grant from LSA, to try to help with the cost of the Lawrence Sewer Project.
The current cost, they were going to come in sometime early in the year, and I know that we had the COVID stuff going on, but just make sure that we get a representative in here to speak to the board from the municipal authority. What is that project up to, 13, 14 million now?
I don't know, I do know that that they do plan to come in to talk to us still. It needs to be, that they wanted to get some of their funding in place soon, so I would expect a meeting soon. Any other questions? All right, do I have a motion? Second? I'll second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Passes 5-0. 159-2020. Approve the purchase of a canvas cover system for salt storage at 980 Stockpile at an estimated cost of $32,000. This is a CoStar's purchase. Have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Do I have a second? All those in favor?
Discussion?
Sure.
Why is it estimated 32? Is there going to be anything else added, or what? Why is it estimated?
Because it could be 32.05 cents. That was the rough estimate I was given. The pricing is based off of CoStar's purchase, so you're paying the state rate for that product. That was the best estimate given. It may vary $5 to $10. That's what I was put in as an estimate.
Thank you.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 5-0. 160-2020, consider increasing the hourly rate of Tatiana Rizzini to $15 an hour as a seasonal park employee effective August 23rd, 2020. What is
Tatiana will be taking the full-time position for our full-time parks employee that had to have surgery. So she's now stepping into his position.
any,
Motion.
a second? Do I have a
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 5-0. 161-2020, consider the purchase of 3 Ford SUV police vehicles for the approved 2020 budget.
It's also the CoStar's purchase.
Do I have a motion? Second.
I'll second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 5-0. 162-2020, consider authorizing the chief of police to start the process to test for sergeant to fill the vacant position in the Cecil Township Police Department.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 5-0. 163-2020, consider the minutes from the Monday, August 3rd, 2020 Cecil Township Board of Supervisors regular monthly meeting.
I'll make the motion. I'll second it.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Abstain. I wasn't in attendance, so.
Pardon?
I have to abstain. I was not in attendance. 164-2020, consider the general fund invoices from August 1st through August 31st, 2020.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 5-0. Board of Supervisors discussion of new business. I actually, just really quickly, we started the process of having an oil and gas ordinance hearings, and then COVID hit and we kind of stopped. If we can, I'd like to resume those workshops similar to the way that we did the well pad hearings for range, so that we can allow some people in, some people via Zoom, written comment where necessary. Are you interested in doing that?
Yeah.
Okay, can we schedule a date tonight to get that started? We'll do it, let's give it a little bit of time since I'm kind of, could we start Monday, September 21st? Does that work for everyone?
When is the next hearing coming up?
The 20th. Oh, whoops, sorry, I had it. Okay, what about the 28th? Does that work? 28th at 7. All right, 28th, September 28th at 7 p.m. Yeah. Quickly, I just would like to say a huge thank you to Jack King and Don Januso, who did a phenomenal job of setting up the range well pad hearings virtually. It was not easy and took a ton of time, so they deserve a huge recognition, and they've done it multiple times. So thank you for making that run as smoothly as it did. You guys get all the credit for that. Any other Board of Supervisors?
Yeah, go ahead.
The road department wants to know, can they plan on doing their Toys for Tots? They said even if they have to do it outside, with some drive-through, drop a toy off.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they submit a COVID plan to Jack and Dawn that shows how they're maintaining social distancing and all that kind of stuff, I would say yeah. Yeah, they just have to let Jack in, yeah. Mhm. Yep. Anybody else?
Parks and Rec, did we get any applications in? We put out a request last month noting there was one person.
I haven't received anything.
Okay, maybe reissue that request, we have one seat to fill. And then one other new business, in regards to the police contract, you read from an email in July, you haven't been here since July, but in that email you read,
Who's you?
you, Cindy, Chairman
Oh.
Fisher, I would ask that you would send a copy of that email to me and maybe Dawn or Gretchen. Please, because I didn't receive that email that you read at that July meeting.
I don't remember reading email. I'll have to go back and watch the video. What email did I read? What was it in regards to?
So it was in regards to the police contract in the agreement.
Like, what did it say though?
You make reference to year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5.
You mean the percentages?
Yes.
That wasn't an email. That was a note I keep on my thing. It was just so that I wrote down from the contract what the percentage increases were. I can send you the spreadsheet. It literally says year 1%, year 2. It was just something I typed up from my own notes.
Okay, so it wasn't something we all received?
No.
You didn't receive an email.
We received an email from
You
Dawn.
acknowledged that.
Right, but what I actually read from was literally I just copied it into notes into a spreadsheet.
Okay. Well, there was some discrepancy there, and that's just, I wanted to see a copy of that email or something. But you had stated year 1 was 3.5, year 2, 3.5% increase, year 3, 3.5% increase, year 4, 3.5% increase, and year 5, 3.5% increase.
I can pull up my email.
And no, you don't have to do it now, just send it to me, but
Well, you
I wasn't involved in any of that discussion in regards to the police contract, and I believe I should have been allowed to give some input. I find it quite irritating in different Michigan State and Minnesota, and defunding police and all this, and $1 billion coming from the New York police budget. And I wasn't involved in the decision. We went from a 22.5% increase to the police the last 5 years to 16.5%. And I just would have liked to have given some input and want to know how you came up to that conclusion.
It wasn't me. That was a request.
Why was everyone but me?
Well, no. That was a request by the police negotiating team that was supplied to all of us. You could have commented to John or to somebody at some point. You weren't withheld information. No information was withheld.
What you read was 3.5%
Hold on,
for all of the years, and that's different than the email that I
it
received.
wasn't, I didn't say 3.5.
You did, in fact.
I did not.
Listen to the tape in July, you'll see that you did say 3.5. And I'm just stating that that wasn't any email that I received or any part of the negotiations that I ever knew about.
Sean, wasn't it
The
like
contract is
3.5
for the
or
first
something?
3 years and 3% for the last 2.
That-
That
that's
is the
right.
contract.
But what you read was 3.5 for year 1, 3.5 for 2, 3.5 for 3, 3.5 for 4, and 3.5 for 5.
I don't think I did, but
Go back and
I'll.
listen to the tape,
I
please,
will.
or provide me that document, that's all I have.
You were provided. But okay. Any other, board comments?